Hello, my baby Shan. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, let's get into your natal chart. Remember, this is again open-minded experience. Okay, so come in with an open mind, open heart. I ask that the angels and higher power allow Shan to understand and digest the astrology reading, and also allow her to do the work, spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be. Okay, Shan. So this is your natal chart reading, okay? So we're gonna dive deeper into your soul's wisdom, all right? So get your pen and paper. Remember, only share this video with people you trust and love. This is your personal soul map. Shouldn't be shared with too many people. Unless you really feel, you just want to talk about it, you can talk about it. But just know this is you. This is your storyline of this lifetime, also past, and where you're going in the near future, okay? Um, Let me see. Remember, this is astrology is subjective, and it's like a divination practice as well. So I always ask my clients and things to please go and continue doing your further research on everything I am saying. I am very, very good at what I do. So a lot of my points are very, very accurate. But I just want to throw it out there that this astrology is a subjective practice. Okay. So let's dive deeper into it. So remember, I want you to pause throughout the video. I want you to write things down. Now, you do get your paperwork. You do get your paperwork when you book your first recap session. I will email you your file and that's for anybody whenever they book their first recap session. I've seen your file so you can go over it and prep for the first recap session and further recap sessions. Because again, this is a journey. This is the onion. It's going to take time. That's why I always tell people when they ask the first thing, what should they do in their spiritual journey? I always tell them, get into astrology because it takes years to master. Okay, so let's dive deep into your astrology. I'm going to come back to the first page, but I just want to go ahead and dive deeper into your chart right quick and break down the planets and how things work. Okay, so if you don't know already, you are a Libra ascendant. Sometimes we call it rising sign. Okay, so Libra. The constellation Libra is rising when you took your first breath as a child. That's everybody. So when you came out, your mom, the energy of the zodiac sign Libra was rising at your time of birth. Okay, so going into the rising sign, the ascendant, it is your body. It is your gateway into the physical dimension. Okay, so when we get into medical astrology and looking at how everything is placed, that's where we able to heal and counteract things with medical astrology, because the first house rule the head, second house throat, third house is like the mental, hands, kidneys. The fourth house is the chest, breast area. The fifth house is the spine, the back, the stomach. Oh, well, just the part of the stomach, but the sixth house more so rule the stomach and the intestines and the gut area. The seventh house is again like the private areas, going below by the navel in that area. The eighth house deal again also with the private area as well. The rectum energy, the root chakra energy. The ninth house deal with the thighs, the hips. The 10th house is the knees. The 11th house is the ankles. 12th house is the feet. Okay, and you see your south node here. So you coming from the 12th house. The feet, when we say feet, the hidden realms, 12th house is. That's why I want you to research all the houses. So get your notebook and I want you to research uh the planets in the houses. So like how you got south node in the house, your Google or YouTube, you can do both because it's layers to this. And so you'll type in Google or YouTube south node in the 12th house. Then you'll type in your south node is in Libra, I want to say. Yeah, so you also type in Libra in the 12th. So it's layered. I'm telling you, it's hard work. It's a lot of work. So you have to do that for each house. So say how you got the sun in the 10th. So you research sun in the 10th, Mars in the 10th house, Lilith in the 10th house. Layer, layer, layer. Then you have to look at the zodiac sign that is in. So you have to look and see sun in Cancer. So you have to research Cancer in the 10th house to understand that energy as well. You have to do that for every single house, but especially every house that has planets. When we have empty houses, it's not too much of a big focus, but the houses will be activated through our life and transits and stuff like that. Okay, so going back to the planets. So remember, the planets are characters. The zodiac sign that they're in is the clothes that they're wearing. Okay, some planets, some characters don't like wearing certain clothes. So you follow me? I really want you to write that analogy down. The planets are characters. The zodiac sign that they're in is clothes. Some planets, some characters do not like certain clothes. Okay. Let me see. You don't really have any planets in detriment. And when I say detriment, meaning they are in zodiac signs they don't clothes they don't like, zodiac signs they don't like. So say if you have Venus in Virgo, Aries, or Scorpio, that's Venus does not like those three zodiac signs. She don't like those three clothes. Following me? But you don't have that problem. Venus does well in Cancer. And as you can see, she's in your Cancer stellium. But your stellium kind of broke off between the ninth and the 10th. Very interesting how all the play. But we're going to touch on that. But I just wanted to show you that too. So layers of research. So you got to research Libra ascendant, understand more about your ascendant sign and what you meant to attract in your life, because Venus rules the Libra, and Venus is the attractor energy in our zodiac chart. Okay. You also want to look at Venus ruling your South Node, okay? Because she's your chart ruler and your South Node ruler. So a lot of past life stuff is heavily playing out because you have like a double dose of the chart ruler focus on a person's destiny, but also the South Node. You so happen to have your chart ruler ruling over your you so happen to have Venus ruling your chart and your South Node. So that's like a double dose of like kind of living the same past life, if you will. Um, but your North Node ruler is Mars. So this is new. So I want you to write this down too. The North Node is a new credit card. The South Node is a maxed out credit card. Okay. So just remember that. So with the North Node, you meant to travel new foreign terrains. South Node, you meant to like, of course, it's comfortable because Venus rule marriage. Of course, it's comfortable. Mars rule independence. So this lifetime, you meant to really become independent, like your father or whatever father energy. So I really want you to put a pin on it to write that down, because I really want us on our next session to talk about your mother and father, because they have passed down some heavy, heavy karma for you to deal with. Okay, deep stuff. I mean, your soul is so knotted between the two. And when I say knotted, because you got Saturn, the planet of karma, touching on the planet of the mother, the moon, what the mom passed down. Saturn is also what we are maturing to be, also our wound and paining from previous lives. So it's a lot of hurt, pain, and wounding from the mom that you have to continue to face, heal, and master, because Saturn deal with mastery. Okay, you also your North Node ruler Mars is in the 10th house, intertwining with the Sun and Lilith energy, but your Mars is in Leo. Again, Leo is the sign of the father. So a double dose on that father energy and having to master and become the father. So it's like you're moving, you meant to face and deal with mama energy this lifetime and master all that feminine energy. At the same time, go over to the other side and master and deal with the father energy and becoming that energy as well. Like Mars is the Ogun energy, the police officer, the independent, that type energy, the masculine energy. So you have mastered feminine energy in the past life. Now this lifetime you meant to master masculine energy. Masculine energy can deal with narcissism. Masculine energy can deal with being a tyrant. Masculine energy can be very destructive and very painful, very bad, because it's ego driven, especially in the sign of Leo. My God, very ego energy right here. So, and that's another thing you might have to hear from the father bloodline, because we're gonna talk about that with the father, everything you have to heal. But I just wanted to touch on that. Also, looking into the fear shadow planets, you want to master those planets. That's Pluto, Lilith, Saturn, Chiron. Those planets bring a lot of shadow aspects, fears, and things that we have to face this lifetime. Okay, and you can just look on your chart where you have those planets placed. You have Pluto in the first, Lilith in the 10th, Saturn in the third, and Chiron in the ninth. So that's a lot of energy, a lot of energy around shadow healing work, a lot of healing work, because a lot of those planets deal with healing. Okay, especially Pluto, Lilith, and Chiron. Lilith deal with healing in the wild, going out, doing something different, healing. Also vampire energy as well. So be mindful of that. You could attract a lot of energetic vampires, because she's intertwined with that public house. The 10th house is the public house, and also intertwined with your sun. The sun is our aura, our presence. So you have that Lilith energy. So again, you either could be an energy vampire or you could attract other energy vampires to you. But also Lilith can deal with dark magic, energetic things like that. Remember, everything can be transmuted. That's why this is pivotal to learn, because once you learn, you do better, you evolve. Okay. So yeah, that's that. And okay, I touched on all that. So we're gonna scurry back over to the front, my notes. So we're gonna touch on the notes. So yes, I called you goddess of love and war due to your north node, your south node, and your chart ruler being ruled by the goddess of love, Venus. And then your north node ruler, which you're becoming this lifetime, is Mars, war. Okay, so that's your destiny, love and war. Okay, I also put down, yeah, I already talked about that Venus ruler and south node, chart ruler in the ninth house of worship. So the God you serve, the God you work with, the God that's over you, or the goddess, let me say that, is a female goddess. Okay, even though you have your Jupiter and Mars in a war planets, so it's given like again a goddess of war type energy, even down to being at war with the husband, because you have Jupiter in the seventh house. I wrote that down too. Look, I'm ahead of myself. You have Jupiter in the seventh house of open enemies. Yes, the seventh house deal with, of course, marriage, but until you realize what's working against you, you're going to attract, because again, awareness, you're going to attract people and places and things that work against you with that seventh house energy. And that's everybody that's on the planet, honey. Until we get again cognitive awareness of our destiny, of our life. So now you know Jupiter, children, gurus, spiritual people, teachers, all those can be open enemies to you if anything go bad. Okay, basically. So it's best to be aware and just make sure you come humbly, and make sure you read those type of energies. So make sure you're reading the room around the husband energy, or anybody want to be your husband, children, making sure you really building a good harmonic balanced connection with children. Same way I can say spiritual people, gurus, teachers, college. Jupiter rules all of those things. Okay. Also religion. Jupiter can rule religion. So being in the seventh house, this could show that you were. And again, when we say enemies, by what I learned about the seventh house over the years, that seventh house, if you when we get into past life astrology, it's like you meant to flip it. So the seventh house become the first house become the seventh. So it really is like you meant to. It really shows that in the past life you were all your enemies. So if anybody that you feel is coming against you, you were that energy in a past life. Again, Earth is the school of mirrors. So I just gave you the game plan right there, baby. So if you see anybody as the enemy or op, 9 times out of 10, the roles were reversed in a past life. Okay, you may have did them wrong, or vice versa. So just remember that when you have people coming against you, or you see them as an enemy or something like that. Okay. Let's see. Powerful hand magic master crafts the arts, creating things. Spider goddess energy, the weaver. You have Cancer energy. Your chart ruler Venus is in Cancer. Cancer is the crab, the spider energy. That's why I have wrote down like the goddess Neath energy, the weaver type energy. And this is powerful energy of creating things. Cancer, the mother. Okay, and like I said, you have that Venus in the ninth house of the god you worship. So it really is shows that you are a powerful goddess, honey, coming back down to deal with a lot of karma, a lot of past life unresolved issues. I mean, heavy, Shan. Okay, another intense placement is Pluto in the first house. Dark goddess, this lifetime, demons can possess you. So just be mindful of, again, energetics. Be mindful of places, walking into places. Before you, that's why I love creating my products, because before you walk into a place, you need to have some type of sage spray. You need to have some type of protection mist or things. Just crystals is layers. It's like how they say the armor of God. You're supposed to have layers, okay? So yes, having your crystal bracelets on. Look, I don't got mine on right now. Let me put it on. Having crystal bracelets on. Having different things of layered protection on when you go into, before you go into place, before you get out your car, and when you get back in your car, when you're leaving places, spray yourself down with different protection sprays, mists, oils, and things like that to stay up on the protection, because you have a Pluto aspect. Just look at Doja Cat. That's the only one I can think of right now that had Pluto in the first house. They probably have other celebrities, but you could Google that too. What celebrities have Pluto in the first house? You really, and just look at their life. Look at what they've been through. Look at everything that soul had to go through. Like, look at Doja Cat right now. Like how she's wearing like the blood and all the demonic things that's happening, because Pluto is the underworld. So you have the underworld sitting on your first house. Just saying. So with that, you need to amp up the protection and face those demons, battle those demons, and get those fucking demons under control. Okay. And that goes into the first house as the personality as well. So again, that's a double dose of like, especially with the moon sign, because the moon represents the body as well. Showing that, why I want you to watch the movie Gods of Egypt. Watch what the goddess Hathor went through. Every time she took off her 52 star bracelet, demons will attack her and possess her. I had to go through that this lifetime, and it shows that you are definitely going through that as well. So please make sure you are really, really amping up that protection. I wrote it on another note on the file. Let's see. And Pluto is that dark goddess energy. So researching different dark goddesses. I have wrote down already about the goddess Kali Ma. So research Kali Ma. She is again like the Athena energy, because I also wrote down working with Athena energy, because you have me, Goddess Athena, in your second house of people. The second house is what we own, possession. So you do own a part of that Athena energy. So researching Athena energy, researching Kali Ma energy, researching the triple goddess energy. That's the Hecate energy. Also, you have a Beyonce aspect. Beyonce has the moon conjunct Uranus. You have that aspect as well. So when I say aspects are conversations between the planets. So see how you got Jupiter sextile Chiron. Chiron is the womb, our womb from the childhood, and internal struggle through lifetimes, but also our healing abilities and healing power. Because it's like I was telling somebody this other day, it's like we not may be able to do candle work for ourselves. We not maybe to be able to fully heal ourselves, but with Chiron ability, we able to heal other people. I'm wounded, but hey, I can help you with X, Y, Z. I can help you move that mountain over there. But me personally, I can't move my own mountain, but I can help you move your mountain. Unfortunately, that's how Chiron energy work. So it's like that wounded healer, wounded warrior energy with Chiron. We all have a Chiron somewhere, but you have a sextile. Sextile is just like the word sex. Sextile meaning it's easy, it's fun, it's good. Jupiter is another benefic planet. So you have a gifted energy from a past life, because it's past life energy, to heal. Same with Jupiter, sextile, and Vesta. Jupiter also represents children and husband. So this is like a good dose of good karma with children, husband energy, in the sense of like you meant to help them, build them up, transform them. And Vesta did with our sacred mission. So your sacred mission is around children. Your sacred mission is around being a goddess. Okay, so you really do need to be having your own line of different goddess themes, oils, protection sprays, yoni steam, stuff like that. Everything that you see holistic, that that just research different like things people doing like with the goddess products and stuff like that. That you should be doing it, because you have a Jupiter aspect and people will buy it. That's this again. Aspects is your DNA. You have the DNA for that, honey. So you need to begin the work of making feminine products. Also, your Jupiter is, I think, Aries. So protection stuff. Let me note that, because you got to look at the energy. What type of Jupiter? You have a Jupiter that is in a war sign. So going back to where's the rule of Aries? Mars. Mars is in Leo. Rule of the Sun. Where's the Sun? In Cancer. So you are, again, that's the die of reading a storyline. So due to Jupiter does not rule Aries, he's at somebody else's home. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So you got Saturn, Uranus at the house or sign of Jupiter. Same like Jupiter. So these planets have to answer to Jupiter. That's like you going to somebody else's house and you have to answer to their rules. So due to them not being in a rulership, they have to answer to Jupiter. Same with Jupiter. Jupiter has to answer to Mars. Mars have to answer to the Sun. Okay, your Sun is in Cancer. So the Sun has to answer to who? The ruling planet of Cancer is the Moon. Going back to your mama. Your whole chart screams you are your mama. Okay, we're going to talk about that. That's why I say, please, we got to do another session, because this is deep. Healing work around the mother and father wound and the mother and father bloodline karma, because they ancestry passed down a lot of karma for you to face and heal within yourself. Okay. Mental issues come from the mom side. I just said that fourth house ruler is in the third house stellium. The reason why mental health is involved, because Neptune deals with spirits, drugs, same like with Pluto more demons. Neptune is more spirits, angels, different entities out there in the galaxy. Uranus also deal with archangels and things like that, are energetic. I see what I'm learning now with Uranus. Uranus is like the Lilith energy vampires. Also pets. are entities that just picture, like, again, like groups of birds, groups of roaches, groups of dogs. That's Uranus energy. Uranus energy is things like that. So you have all these different entities, my God, fucking with your moon, the body, the mental, because the moon rule over the mind as well. So even down to Pluto being in the first house of personality, the body. This is a lot of energy on your body, honey. A lot of dark energy around your body. And not saying evil, is just dark, and you could go evil if you wanted to. It's a lot of evil energy. If you don't have control over it, you can lose yourself. That's why I said, please research that Kali Ma energy, because she lost herself. She went crazy, and it took her husband to lay down on the ground to act dead, and like she put her foot on top of his. You'll see it when you research her story. It's very interesting. It took him to die and lay down his life to make her stop from going crazy. Very, very deep, very, very powerful energy. I have a link in, energy to the Kali Ma energy as well. Um, let's see where we at. All right. So drive comes from dead ancestors and marriages from other races, dead bloodline. So yeah, your chart shows with the 10th house with the father, especially Lilith being there. It shows that your dead bloodline could have like married people outside their race. Just did a lot of different things that were like not deemed normal or society approval of. So just remember that too. You facing a lot of that energy as well with the father bloodline. And also it could show with the father energy doing to the mother. It's like your dad could have did like either magic, or it could. Now I'm seeing it to your mom. Either or, somebody did magic on somebody. It could have been even your dad. Words, charming energy, or just something. Because Lilith involved. Lilith did with dark magic. Neptune involved. Neptune did with magic. It's just a lot of magic between the parents, and it's not looking good. Of like, that's why we got to talk. Like, did it benefit them? Did their marriage last? Like, how did things work out between them? Because, like I say, you got a lot of energy point. Because the fourth house rule the mother ancestors, but you got the fourth house ruler in the third. So again, the mental issues, the mental imbalance, and your karma. So if you do somebody wrong, your karma will come back to you over your mind. Over your mind. So that's why I highlighted very loud. Stay away from hallucinating drugs. Stay, please, like, have like control over that. Don't overdo it. Really try to pull back and try to state and do things like in a normal type of way as much as possible. Cause trust me, I just talk to me. It's too. It's avenues around not doing a lot of different type of drugs, different type of herbs. Don't take too much substances. Let me say that, because it shows that when you do, you are easily susceptible for entities possessing you. You have too many, one, two. You have too many placements, and even with that 12th house point two coming from the spirit realm, you have too many points in your chart that showing that at any given moment, entities will possess you. So please be mindful of that, okay? Let's see. I said this to do this a lot, at least once a month, especially letting other spiritual workers do it for you. You need to be uncrossing this father bloodline, because he passed on a lot of negative. Both your parents did, but your dad more so of that narcissistic energy. But like I said, we have to talk, because it could be blended between the mother and the father due to all these heavy karmic planets that's intertwined with the mother energy and the father energy, okay? So I want you to heal and do uncrossing work with the bloodlines. So and like I said, we're going to talk more about that. So write that down on your notes for us to talk more about that. And do that for anything we talked about. Write notes down. So refresh this a couple times. Write down, because this is your video for life. So write down things you want us to talk about, even down for you researching a lot of things on your own, okay? I also put links to the guidance Athena needs. So research Athena, research Neith. You have their bloodline energy within you. Also you have a wounded mind, twin or siblings from past lives could have hurt or messed with your mind through substances. So be mindful of taking drinks or different things from other people. Really do research where they get it from, how long they had it. Like, don't take anything from anybody else unless you see them make it or see them get it, because again, you have those aspects of people doing you in through drugs, okay, or through substances. All right. I talked about that Jupiter in the 7th house, open enemy energy. And like I say, we could talk more about that, but you also can research it. Now, you can research it. Some websites might not talk about in depth like I did. A lot of websites keep it surface. I don't like going surface. I like keeping real with my clients and things like that. So this is powerful energy around baby, you got a lot of demons to face. That's why I really want you to research that Kali Ma energy. Powerful goddess. Once you master this energy, bitch, like you said, you got power, bitch. Yes, you do, but you have to fight those demons because you got like 1,000 different entities trying to possess you, because that's what it's showing. Okay, but like I say, the conversations. So I really want you to pause the screen and really research every single one. I want you to build a relationship with every single one because each one is a storyline. Okay, I want you to type in Google Venus opposite Neptune. I want you to type in YouTube Venus opposite Neptune. I want you to and write down what you see. I want you to take notes. I want you to get an astrology notebook. I want you to do your work. I want you to master this because this is your stuff. I want you to master it, okay? I also want you to research Mercury trine Pallas Athena. That means you have the ability to see patterns. You're able to tell powerful. It's like Athena is talking to you. When a trine and sextiles are good karma. So you have good karma with the goddess Athena. Very interesting. I like that. Even down to the sun trine in Pallas Athena, so you can look like Pallas Athena. Very, very powerful energy with the goddess of wisdom and war. Oh, this a bad one. Neptune square ascendant. This makes you super, super sensitive. But I want you to research all that. You could type that in Google, type that in YouTube. Research every aspect, every conversation between the planets. Okay. Let's see, because I got another full paper to talk about. Okay, let's see. You also have let me see what I had put. I said amp up spiritual protection, talked about that. Too many aspects with entities fucking with you, talked about that. Karma around becoming mom, dealing with her demons, I talked about that. Heavy influence of both parents, karma, face them, master your destiny. Going from mom to dad, I said that earlier, from your destiny points, from Venus energy to the Mars energy this lifetime. I also put down heal soulmates. I talked about the aspect over here that you have a healing, having to heal soulmates, having to heal a lot of people and help them. And again, a lot of this you already doing. Now we are pinpointing the dots of why. Now we understanding your map, because that's what the astrology natal charts are, your map. Okay. A lot of people doing spell work against you past life into this lifetime. Okay, so you want to release those karmic contracts. That's why I say I want you doing uncrossing rituals monthly. Uncross those contracts, burn those soul contracts. Okay, let go of those negative karmic contracts. Due to us being in the physical body and having a human experience, good or bad contracts, we gotta have them. But now we coming into our power and understanding that, oh shit, I could cancel, I could cut and tie, and release these karmic ties, karmic contracts, and I can call in new soul contracts, new karmic energy that's more uplifting, more supportive for me in my journey. Okay. Let's see. You do have a high sex drive aspect, but it's a scary one. It's Mars square Pluto. Okay, so I want you to research Mars square Pluto. Very, 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 very bad karmic aspect. It's like you're in the jungle type vibe, like a goddess, a wild animal being caged and needing to be released, like the beast, letting the beast out. Okay, very, 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 very hard aspect to deal with, because it is a square. Squares are like, picture yourself at a four-way stop, and it's either between you and the other car having to go. So it's like one of these planets have to go, one of these planets have to wait. Pluto usually wait, Mars take off, but if it take off too quick, it might hit Pluto. It's just a lot of that facing those demons, and again, like I said, it's sex drive, and also those entities, because this aspect, because I had Mars trine and Pluto. I kind of knew what I was getting into. This may creep up on you and scare you. And it might shock you that, oh my God, a demon or an entity is trying to fuck me. This is a sex magic aspect as well. Like how they say Mother Mary had got pregnant, the Virgin Mary had got pregnant with Jesus through God or whatever. You have that aspect. So just be mindful of this sex magic energy. So like how you were saying your man in jail, like if you just get a dildo or something, and you could be saying his name, like just say his name over and over, over and over, you can manifest him in that sense. That's why I say it is meant for you to work with me and talk to me, because I have this, I have mastered this energy. I had a trine. You have a square. You might not like it. It might be hard for you to deal with. But you have to try to control this energy, and this can be hard. Trying to control this rage, this darkness, this tempest, this storm energy. Okay, balance your energy, get therapy. Please, 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 please get therapy. Either keep your sessions going with me or get you a therapist, something. You need somebody to vent to. You need somebody to talk to. You need somebody to help you get that off. I would definitely recommend you also implementing Reiki at least 2 to 3 times a year, getting Reiki done, having somebody doing spiritual cleanses for you, spiritual bath work, because this will help master and control those energies and those demonic attacks with that Pluto energy, okay? Talked about Kali Ma energy, the triple goddess energy. So research the goddess Hecate. Research, and you already know about Beyonce and what she's able to do and how powerful she is. You have the same aspects, literally. Oh my God, you sure do, because Beyonce got her Mars in Leo in her 10th house. So actually, you got three Beyonce aspects: Moon conjunct Uranus, Mars in the 10th, and Mars in Leo. So you have three Beyonce aspects. My God. Okay, Beyonce. Okay, so that sums this part of the session up. Let's get into the some major aspects. Okay, so a stellium is when three or more planets come together. All right, it's a focus point, powerful focus point. Very hard to deal with because it's a lot of planets. Just picture three or four of your best friends coming together, y'all all wearing the same outfit, or just picture a dance team, a football team, groups of people coming together at the same time, different personalities. Everybody might not get along, all that type of energy. You have that energy between that 10th and the ninth house. So I really want you to research 10th and ninth house energy and understand what the 10th and the ninth house is, okay? I also want you to research Grand Trine. Grand Trines is a great blessing from past life deeds, past life work. You do have a lot of good karmic aspects. I really got to give it to you, honey. The only things I don't like is that Pluto in the first house and all those planets touching on your moon sign. That's really messing with you. But this is a grand water trine. So this will make you a powerful water goddess. Powerful healer. Okay, I really want you to tap into that Reiki energy and massage therapy and really working with the human body. Okay, I really want you to remember that the human body doing great healing work. Okay. Like I said, it's good karma from past life. And this in the ninth, the fifth, and the first house of the body. Literally in your body because the first house is being activated in this grand water trine. Okay, beautiful energy. Then you got Juno, the soulmates there. So it really is speaking on you having to heal the people. Very giving Christ-like energy. Very powerful. Very powerful. Powerful aspect. You also have a kite. A kite, just picture somebody trying to get a kite up in the air and let the kite take off. That's basically this aspect. Another good karmic energy from a past life. You have energy that is coming in this lifetime with these planets, the way it's placed. Just look like a round table, honey. And it's coming in from the spirit realm into the physical, meaning you're a powerful portal type energy. Really research the goddess Hecate, the guys at the crossroads, meaning you're able to bring what's going on into the spirit realm directly into the physical. Kite energy, you able to do something, plan it, have an action plan, and let it take off. Okay, and you will be supported because there will kites do. Kites energy in a person's chart allows them to be supported. Okay. Now here's another bad one. Yeah, this is a grand square. Okay, grand square is a rare aspect, meaning you have a lot of internal struggle with yourself, with people, with situations. Like 1 minute with the trine, the grand trine, and the kite, just like 1 minute things will be going good, and then boom, something internally shifts within you. You might start crying out the blue. You might start feeling all these emotions, like where this come from. Okay, this is energy around this something you have to face within yourself from a past life. Meaning this could show you might not like yourself due to the first and the sixth house being aspected. The ninth and the third, again, your mind not being may be feeling like you're not smart enough energy, or you might not be feeling like, again, that narcissistic energy, because you have aspects for narcissism, that you might be like, oh, nobody can tell me nothing, I know everything, when it shows you don't. Okay, yeah, you may be a great goddess and been through a lot over the lifetime, but again, due to you being here in the physical dimension, physical body, you are meant to learn something new this lifetime, and it could show you transforming into a male with that North Node, Mars ruling your North Node in the 10th house of the father. So it really is like you been your mother, you've been your mother, you've been your mother, you've been the mother energy over and over and over. This lifetime, you meant to become a male energy in the physical. But again, we have to talk, so we have to see how that works and how that goes for you in your journey. But this is the synopsis, honey. And like I said, you can pause the video, write things down until you're ready to book that recap session for us to continue on unraveling everything, okay? But I really want you to take your time before you book to understand those aspects and really do your research. So when you come to me, we have things to talk about, we have things to look into. And I really want you to pause and write this down and look at those houses and the energies of these great aspects, from the stellium to the grand trine to the kite to the grand square. Okay, again, I love you. Thank you for allowing me to read your chart. Thank you for choosing me, and I am so proud of you, honey. Keep doing the soul work, keep being consistent, and good luck on your journey. Bye bye.